My battery is at 90%. I have the remote at 85, so can handle a commute pretty well as far as range goes. If we check the mileage here, it's only 7.2 miles, so that's pretty easy to ask for. Hopefully you got to see it there. I know sometimes that gets a little weird. It's not bad. My commute isn't crazy far, but now that we have some time, we're gonna do a turning test here, which is my normal like roundabouts, and we'll be hitting my normal off-road too, which will also show a dirt uphill test as well. So that's the end of my runs there. This is me getting a drink and stuff, so I'll show you the end of the battery after that. Another con for having the remote, I can't record and do that at the same time. At the end of all that, we are still at 90%, which is amazing, and 82 remote. We have a mileage of 8.1, and I'll go over everything else later then. Yeah, like I said, this isn't much of like a range test as it's just seeing if it can handle your normal day-to-day routines, which normally you ain't gonna be doing like over 20 miles for, but some people are different. So, all right, I'm gonna go take my little cruise, and I'll be back to answer some questions and the overall impression of the Baja G4. So, after me getting home and, you know, got a shower and everything, because it's nice and hot out there and you get a little sweaty, just want to answer some questions at the end of the video here. Obviously I didn't use this as a range test. I figured I'd do something a little bit different and do more of, is it going to be nice for your daily commute? So that's pretty much the first question here, is this a commute board? I mean, it's doable. Would I want to ride this every day and going into the stores and everything? Not really, but it is doable. Like, you can use it if you really need to, especially if you're doing a lot of off-roading and stuff during your trips. Next question, these are ones that I just kind of threw together. How is it on sidewalks? It can really hug the sidewalks. I mean, you can do it, I guess, depending where you're at. How is it off-road? Obviously, that's what it's built for. It does great on it. Actually, every time I do it, I just feel like it's asking for more. And it's very comfortable with having all the shocks and the individual wheel suspension. How are the brakes? Brakes aren't bad. And you can see it after that downhill bomb. Like, it can It can definitely put you to a stop if it has to. How does it go uphill? I mean, it does great. You can see it when I do the off-road. That's a pretty steep hill on top of that, and it doesn't seem to have a problem. How is it on the streets? Not bad, because it does have a top speed of 37. You can obviously be on the road and not be too much of an inconvenience to other drivers. Also, having the brake lights in the back is useful as well. I would suggest maybe having a blinker and stuff on your helmet. How is it looking through the store? You can do it. It's kind of a pain, but it is doable. Same thing with some stores. If they're really small, I just kind of have them at the inside of the door then, which I'm not 100% comfortable with. I kind of like it to have it on me at all times. How is the range? Pretty good. Doing my commutes, and then I like to get a drink then and just kind of cruise around on my way home. Also, the turning. How is the turning? It is a little bit more of a stiffer board, obviously, because it's built for off-roading. If you would put bindings on it, I'm sure you can turn it a lot harder. Also, if I didn't have a GoPro on my hand, I would grab the back end of the board and just kind of give it a little bit more of a tilt, which will make it turn a little better as well. Which all that stuff just kind of comes in practice. Bindings is kind of a quicker way of being able to achieve that. And that's pretty much all I have. If you do have any questions that you would like me to add in future videos when I do these, the next one I think I'll actually do the Evolve, even though before I did like a first trial and it was just a range test thing, just to kind of get a feel for this stuff. But yeah, any questions you do have, I will add on to it, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. So the overall of everything, and I have the remote here. Like I said, we did do 10.5 miles. I had an average speed of 13 miles an hour. I'm sure that dropped down when I was just kind of cruising home. And then I had the max speed of 31, which I think you saw in the beginning. But just in case, that is all the stats there. Hopefully you guys can see that. If not, I do apologize. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys watching, and you all have a good day. Take care.